Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about TRON or TRONIX. So we talk about TRX quite a bit on this channel, so if you guys are holders of TRON, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. We give you guys the most recent and up-to-date information on TRON, as well as deep diving into the price predictions for May, June, and 2021 at the end of the video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. If you guys don't know what TRON is, TRONIX is a cryptocurrency running on the TRON blockchain. Its goal is to create a decentralized internet. So they have a bunch of different things that they really fork off into, and we're going to be talking about some of those in a second. So we see a 4% decrease in the last 24 hours. A lot of coins have decreased in the last 24 hours, so it's not a big deal. We do see a 3% increase in the last week still, and an 8% increase in the last month. So TRON is known to not move too much recently. However, you know, if you go back down to March 18th, you see a 5-cent TRON. So you're almost seeing a 3x from that price point. And if you sold at the all-time high, you're almost seeing a 4x potentially. So, you know, TRON definitely has moved in the past. It just has been a little bit since we've seen massive moves. You know, if we take a look at the last month, you know, for the most part, we stayed around this 18 all the way down to about a 9-cent range. So 9 to 18 cent range, you know, 2x capable there if you get in at that 9-cent range. But it does look like TRON is going to be back on the move yet again because of the most recent announcements about TRON. So let's take a look. And first off, we'll start off with the, according to, I guess, Coin metrics, TRON is in the first place by active addresses count and hitting all-time high at 1.18 million. TRON ecosystem has developed rapidly and continues to make efforts to decentralize the web. Appreciation to all TRONIX. So this is a big deal, obviously showing that TRON is continuing to grow and grow and grow. You know, I will say, guys, TRON has a ton of utilities, so many different really projects that TRON is working on as a whole. The foundation is huge, and because of that, they are starting yet another big adventure. So guess what TRON's next great launch would be? Don't forget to leave your guess in the comments, retweet, and tag your friends. So TRON will be launching into a new adventure soon. 10 lucky winners will be randomly chosen for a TRON swag pack each, so you guys can enter that if you would like. But I will say, guys, this is going to be huge for TRON. Obviously, getting into another adventure. We've seen things like BitTorrent, obviously, things like, I mean, there's so many different things. We could jump into, you know, BitTorrent, obviously TRON, and then they talk about some other projects that they've been working on. If you go into the TRON website, which you go down here, you go down to here, you see Polyny Dex, we see TRON Wallet, we see TRON Scan, we see TRON DApps, Application Scenario, TRON SR, TRC20 USD, Just Stable, Just Lend, Just Swap, Just Link, Sun, and the Sun Network. So a lot of different projects currently being worked on. What will be the next one? That's going to be the big question. And how big is it? Is it going to be a big deal for TRON users or holders, or is it going to be just something that gets swept under the rug and the price doesn't move much? So 2 days until we find out. Obviously, TRON launches into our next great adventure. It's going to be a big deal. I do think either way, a TRON holder should be excited. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what actually takes place. We'll definitely do an update video when it does launch and go over what really it means for TRON as a whole. So jumping into the TRON website, so TRON, obviously decentralizing the web is their goal. Boasting over 32 million accounts and 1.8 billion transactions, TRON is the world's fastest growing public chain. They talk about their numbers here. Again, obviously, you can look at the current price and the transaction volume as well as transaction count. And then we talked about this already, all the different projects already working on the TRON ecosystem. So many different projects, so much utility behind the TRON ecosystem as a whole. And it's just insane to think, you know, they're adding yet another TRON ecosystem, or I guess TRON project really to the mix. And I think this will definitely, at the very least, help TRON continue to push farther and farther up as we see it in the last couple of months continuing to do very, very well. In the last year, it's done an 871% increase, and I do think we'll continue on this kind of massive increase. If we take a look at the all-time, we did have a 30-cent TRON at one point, January 4th, about 2007, I think it was 2018, January 4th. We saw a 30-cent TRON for just a little short period of time. Obviously saw it dip back down very quickly. I think TRON will easily make it back to 30 cents here in the next couple months, and we'll talk about price predictions, like I said, at the end of the video. But jumping back to the TRON website, a big thing to take a look at is the technical side of TRON. So TRON is one of the largest blockchain-based operating systems in the world. It has high throughput, high scalability, and high availability. If you guys don't know, this is not a financial, I guess this is not financial advice, I want to tell you. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just, you know, just some research being done for you guys, and always do your own research as well. So we also go down a little bit farther. You can see their core partners, including Polynex. We see Samsung, BitTorrent, Swisscom Blockchain, and Opera, obviously being those core partners. Very, very big partners that could definitely make TRON continue to do very well. If you go to their About, you can actually read more about the Justin Sun, founder and CEO of TRON. Obviously, established dual headquarters in Americas and Asia Pacific. Just huge potential behind this guy. He's done so many big things for Tron and the Tron ecosystem as a whole. I do think we'll continue to see Tron do very well because of him and because of the rest of the team and foundation as a whole. So let's jump back to the price chart. Let's give it a quick refresh. See the most recent price for us. So that 14 cents is staying solid. It does look like we've been kind of increasing since we dropped all the way back down to about 12 cents. We have increased all the way up to close to 14 cents now. It is kind of recovering fairly well. I do want to say, guys, like I said, this next 2 days, we're going to have that announcement come out for what Tron's doing next, their new adventure, and I think we're going to see some good increases depending on what really it is. It could be something small. It could be something big. Obviously, it could be anything in between. So we'll see what happens. But jumping into these price predictions, I want to jump in because we have a market cap almost at $10 billion. I think that's still fairly low for what Tron is really capable of doing. So I think Tron's going to have a very good future. Starting with May, I think by the end of May, we could easily see Tron pushing closer and closer to 20 cents. By the end of the month, I do expect Tron to actually have a 20-cent price point. If we take a look at the all-time high this year, the highest price we got to is 18 cents. So the fact that we have a shot at 20 cents this month would be huge for Tron. Obviously, like I said, this new project coming or whatever they're doing, specifically their new adventure coming, could be huge for Tron. I think it'll help us push to that 20-cent range, hopefully pushing past 20 cents even. But realistically, I try to keep these price predictions as conservative as possible. And because of that, 20 cents by the end of the month is my price prediction for Tron. Going into the end of June, I think Tron will continue to do very well. Obviously, depending on what's going on at the time, I think BitTorrent will also have a kind of a key role on where Tron goes because a lot of people following BitTorrent right now. It's a very well known and talked about coin. So we'll see where all the Tron's projects go, and obviously those will affect Tron as a whole, and we'll see Tron hopefully push around 25 to 30 cent range by the end of June. By the end of 2021, I do suspect that Tron will continue on this slow but gradual increase. By the end of the year, I do suspect Tron will be reaching right around 50 cents. I think it has potential to do much more than that, but 50 cents is going to be that conservative price point that I'm okay with kind of giving out to you guys. It's a reasonable price point that definitely is definitely doable for something of this size. I think Tron definitely has the capabilities of making its way to 50 cents by the end of the year. So that's going to be my price prediction for Tron. If you guys have any questions, like always, guys, let me know in the comments. I always try to read all the comments. Obviously, a lot of comments there for me to read. Let me know if there's any other coins you want me to take a look at. I know you guys give me a lot of suggestions every day, but we have so many coins that we do daily updates on. It's hard to reach out and get all of these, all these new coins. Always be careful with the spam in the chat, or I guess spam in the comments as well, and help people out from getting spam, or I guess scammed in there. I try to, report spam as quickly as possible in the comments, but unfortunately, I can only be so fast, and they're bots, and they're spamming every single video as fast as I can. So I'll try to continue to report spam, get it out of there as quickly as possible. Thank you guys so much for the awesome support. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn notifications on. We do basically, like I said, daily Tron updates because it's such a great coin and great ecosystem. I believe there is a long-term future there. You can also take advantage of the referrals linked in the description below. We're going to have referral codes for things like Voyager. You can get $25, I think, of Bitcoin when you post, I guess, $100 deposit. It's something like that. Basically, you get bonuses for pretty much every referral code in the description, so make sure to take advantage of that. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks again.